Well, greetings, YouTube. LMS Tactical here. Hope you guys are doing good. I'll talk about my haircut after I do the original topic here, because there's a story behind it. There's a story behind everything. So here's what happened. All right, so you guys probably don't know that I dabble in a lot of different things, just for fun, and of course, if I can make a little bit of money at it, that's even better. And with that in mind, I started a Zazzle, Zazzle, store. I don't know, man, a couple years ago when Charlie, my golden retriever, was with me, and it really was a way. It basically Zazzle, for those that don't know, it's a website where you can design products like cups, baseball hats, shirts, watches, jewelry, iPad, whatever. iPad, mouse pads, whatever. They have a lot of really cool things, posters, and I originally started doing it. The name of the store that I have is called the Golden Paw, PAW, because it was a way for me to I thought that if I could sell something with Charlie, my dog's image on it, it would be like a way to keep him alive forever. Now that he's passed away, it just every time, once every 3 weeks, I'll get an email, hey, you sold something. And it'll be like most of the things that I sell are Charlie related. And I always feel happy knowing that his face is on somebody's coffee cup or watch or a clock, blankets, pillows. It warms my heart. You don't make much money, let me tell you. It's a great site, and I guess if you worked at it a lot, you could probably make some money. But to be honest, I think in the years that I've been on there, I've probably collectively made, without exaggeration, $50. I guess, I don't know, because they may sell a watch for $80, and what you get out of it is, $3.72 or something. So I don't sell a lot of volume. And, that's kind of fair when you think about it. I mean, all you do is you just put your picture there and place it where you want it, and they do all the selling and the marketing, the shipping, and everything. So they're doing all the work. Excuse me. And it's fun. And throughout the years, my store has gone. It's graduated from being only dog, Charlie things to now I make all kinds of cool things. I do a lot of law enforcement related stuff, watches. I do a lot of military stuff, paratrooper stuff, things that represent me and my interest. Nature, I take a lot of pictures, and so I try to come up with really cool designs, and some of them sell, and it's always fun. It's always a compliment when somebody's willing to pay money for something that you put together. So the caveat is that it has to be, it can't be copyrighted stuff and blah blah blah. And of course, like any website, they have their rules of conduct. So every now and again, I mean, I've been rejected for things like where they'll send me a thing saying, hey, you can't sell this because it's a copyrighted image or whatever. And oftentimes they're wrong, and I'll write them, hey, man, this can't be copyrighted because I took this picture. They review it, and, every now and again they'll be like, oh, our mistake, sorry. All right, so here comes the politics, man, because I'm pissed. Obviously, Democrats are in control of a lot of social media and a lot of web related stuff because the people that work at these sites are college graduates for the most part, and college is taught by a socialist, communist, fucked up teachers. I mean, let's just be honest. And they push this liberal shit and anti-Trump and anything that's even closely related to Trump, and that results in censorship in a supposedly free country. We see it all the time on YouTube. I don't make a dime off of YouTube because I'm pro-Trump, pro-gun, pro-police. I used to make money off YouTube. I don't get a fucking dime from them. Yet I see advertisements on my shit all the time if it's something where they think they can get some money for it. So that's YouTube. Twitter shadow bans people. They fucking push your tweets down if you're pro-Trump. I mean, Facebook. We know Facebook just openly just horse fucks you if you're conservative. And this is not a free country, man. When that kind of shit happens, my God, that's even liberals and people that are on the left should be outraged. In the old days, liberals would have been outraged at that, even if their enemies were being censored, because it's all fun and games when your enemy's being censored, but things have a way of shifting. Pendulums swing back the other way, and when the shoe's on the other foot, foot all the things that you guys are all happy and giddy about. Oh yeah, LMS got fucking his video got banned. That's great until it becomes your video when the shoe is on the other foot, and then what's good for the goose is good for the gander and all that other bullshit. And that's what's going to happen. I mean, it should upset everybody. Anyone who believes in any type of freedom, unless you're a full-blown admitted Nazi or a full-blown communist who believes in anti-gay shit, anti-religion, anti-freedom of speech, anti-everything, then you should be up in arms over this shit. Because here's what happened. I made a poster, and on the poster was the letter Q, and I put flames on it. There's a million people doing that, by the way. Not on Zazzle, I don't know about that, but I've seen all kinds of people making posters with flaming Qs. It did not say QAnon, it said Q, so it's a legal, used letter of our alphabet on a black background. In fact, I can show it to you. Let me see, I should bring up my iPad here. Hang on a second. Come on now. I'm so sorry. Hang on. Here we go. Hopefully I don't turn it off here, but that's it. I made a poster that just had that image. That's the exact image. They send me a thing saying, hey, your content violates Zazzle's rules of whatever, and unfortunately we can't sell it. So I write back, please explain to me in detail how a simple letter of the alphabet violates, your standards. Unless this is some sort of political censorship. That's what I put. So a manager sends me back I'll read it to you. He sends me back, or she, I think it was a he, sends me back I don't know if I have it on this, oh wait a minute, I am so unprepared for this, I apologize, God I suck, I'm so sorry, I'm sorry you guys. Okay, here, oh whoops, where are we going, here we go. So here's what he wrote, and this is the response from the Zazzle, whatever. He says, hello, Michael. We would love to offer every design that is submitted by our designer community. However, all products must abide by Zazzle's terms of service. Upon review of your product, and here's the important part, your design, the letter Q, contains content that is not permitted for sale on Zazzle's marketplace. Specifically, products referencing the QAnon organization are not permitted for sale on Zazzle's marketplace due to the ideological views toward inciting violence and posting personal and confidential information. We are sorry for any disappointment, but hope you understand our position in this regard. If you have any further questions, don't hesitate, blah, 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 to reply to this email. Richard, Content Management Team, Zazzle Incorporated. The letter Q has that an official, has the letter Q officially been sanctioned as a representative of all of the QAnon posts? And does the letter Q represent being pro-violence and pro-releasing sacred information? What the fuck are they talking about? This ought to piss everybody off. I mean, this really should. And I put a tweet out. I even retweeted it to Tucker Carlson on Fox. Tucker, I know you watch me religiously. Just kidding. But maybe if you guys are on Twitter, man, go to my account and forward that to Fox. This ought to be known. This ought to be talked about. And the only one that I can think about that would even talk about it is Tucker Carlson, quite frankly. Because we can't just sit. Look, man, if we sit here and take this kind of shit, we are no different than the fucking Jews in Germany before Kristallnacht. They knew shit was going wrong and they just submitted to it. Okay, put a star on my shoulder. I'll walk around like a good sheep. Are we really going to be silenced to the point that we can't fucking post a letter of our alphabet and let the fucking viewer decide what that represents? There's probably people that fucking, I mean, there's motorcycle gangs that use letters and numbers. So if I put 80, what the fuck is the number there? 8 is, or whatever the fuck. If, what if the letter S represents to me pro-suicide? You know? What if the letter G represents go fuck yourself? What if the letter B means blow yourself up, in my mind? So I can't sell anything with just the letters on it? You get my point. This has got to be infuriating to any lover of freedom, whether you're left, right, or center. If you are somebody that's going to come along here and troll and say, hey man, this, you're ha ha ha, then you're not even in the fucking game. You don't count. So listen, man, if you like my content, if you agree with what I'm saying, help me on this one. I'm not looking for anything out of this. This is for our country. This is for our kids. This is for our future. We need to push this shit. This censorship stuff has got to stop. One way or the other, it's got to stop. This is not the country that I fucking wore multiple uniforms for. So thank you for that. And now on with the haircut. Here's what happened. So I had watched Breaking Bad a long time ago, and it was great and everything. But I decided to watch it again. I don't know why out of the blue I started watching it. I'm even wearing a Breaking Bad shirt. That's a total fluke. I am the one who knocks with Walter White. Just grabbed a shirt and that was it, honestly. But my wife cuts my hair. And so last night she went to cut my hair and I was like, hey, I wonder what I'd look like bald. And I didn't have any thoughts in my head. I was just, and she's like, oh, I don't think so. Please don't do that. If you want me to, I will, but I'd rather you didn't. And then I said, oh man. She goes, well, what if I take it really short? And I go, yeah, just take it all off, man. Just take it as short as you can because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of having to deal with it. It didn't dawn on me until after the haircut. I was looking in the mirror and I realized, my God, I'm morphing into Walter White. I am the one who knocks. I'm just going to dye this red like it used to be when I was younger, and I'll be Walter White. Oddly enough, I'm not ashamed to admit this, at 56 years old, look what came in the mail today from eBay. My talking Walter White doll. So it turns out that subconsciously, when I was getting my hair cut, I was truly wanting to morph into Walter White. So I guess I'm a mental case. How weird is that? Anyways, a little fun at the end of the video, but I am pissed off about this whole Zazzle thing, man. Feel free to email Zazzle. Feel free to go on their Twitter, tweet to Zazzle. They got a Twitter. They've got an Instagram. Whatever they've got Facebook. Whatever you do, just go on there and go, hey, man, we heard you're censoring people for using the letter Q. What the fuck, over? Anyways, hope you guys are doing good. I'm going to upload this right now. And in the meantime, you guys stay safe. LMS Tactical, I'm out.